Hello, everybody. Welcome to Dakman Productions, and welcome to the Allentown First Frost Meet here at the in Allentown. And we'll pan behind us here, and you can see they're setting up. So I was standing in the doorway, and the owner of the show recognized me and gave me a VIP pass to get behind the scenes to do the show. So I'm amazed, and I thank him for that. So here we are. We're behind the scenes. They're setting up for the show, getting ready for the day.
Red. I named it Red, yeah. There's after the show.
And look who we got, Kevin. Kevin Quinn,
How are you? Good to see you, my friend.
TCA. How are you doing?
Morning. Good to see you.
Good to
How
see you
been,
as well.
all right?
Yeah.
It's great to be here, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it sure is.
Trains all over the place. Friends. You are here. TCA is here.
There you go.
Everybody's happy.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
Sean, do you know Big Scotty? Scotty. Sean. Nice to meet you.
Hello, how you doing?
He's one of our Mecca guys, too.
Oh, okay, that's good. Glad to meet you. So Mecca will have a table set up?
Mecca's set up inside. It's a big orange banner. You can't miss it.
All right.
Stu's got all his stuff out there, the cars, coal cars, the hoppers, the trunk cars, I think believe the trunk cars. There's engines out there. It's all cool stuff. When you come out, look for the orange sunburst.
All right, we'll have to check it out.
Yes.
All right, thank you.
See you later.
All right.
everybody. Sal Gambino here from the LCCA. Here we are at the Allentown show this week. Go on by.
There you go.
There you go. We got the deals.
Yep, Allentown is the place to be.
Yes, it is.
So check out the LCCA. They got some cool custom runs. Some very unique items.
One of a kind. Nobody else has them.
Do you have a website they can buy these off of as well?
Our club members can go on the website and buy it.
Okay.
Yeah. Our LionelCollectors.org.
Okay.
And but it's for members only to buy.
Okay.
Whatever. But you can browse through the website, see what we have, and if you like it, become a member and buy all you can. Buy what you can afford.
But if they show up in public, of course, they can buy it from you as well, right?
Yeah, if they show up here, they can buy it. Yes.
Okay, that's cool.
Basically, you save the shipping price here.
There you go. So yeah, I'm not missing out this time around. I'm grabbing this. It is a minute before doors opening, so I don't think anybody's going to complain about that. So yeah, this has got to go on Conahay Rail. Sorry. I am buying that.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I got to have this. Yeah. So there you go. Got my stuff from Just Trains. You wave. You've been selling with Just Trains for quite a while, haven't you?
Yeah, probably about 10 years now. Just shows.
Just shows?
Yeah, just shows.
So you come out to the shows and you help out with Just Trains?
Yep. Help them out.
All right.
Free labor.
I always see you at every show I go to. I normally see you at Edison, Greenberg,
Yep, and York.
and York. Yeah. So you guys
We get around.
get around. Yeah, yeah. You're pretty famous in a couple of our Facebook groups, like the
Good.
MTH Swaps and Trade group there. And
Cool. That's the name of the game, right?
yeah, exactly. So.
Get the name out there. Get the word out there.
That's right, and that's why I make sure I grab photos and stuff from your booth, and
Right.
because your guys are actually local to me, Just Training, so you guys are right over the Del Memorial Bridge in Delaware.
Yep. About 20 minutes down the road.
There we go.
You're
So,
easy. Yeah, get the hobby going.
and it's a very nice store to visit. I've been in there a couple times myself, so. All right.
Well, it's great seeing you.
All right, great seeing you.
Yep.
All
Have
right.
fun today.
We'll see you. right, so we are here at the Allentown train meet with Stu from Mecca, and I want to do a little short interview with Stu because Mecca is known for their custom runs, which are really small amounts made. And they vary anywhere from 40 pieces.
Rank it, baby.
And that's funny. And but anyway, they have limited runs anywhere from 40 on up. And there's people who think that, you know, okay, you gotta have 500 or something to get Lionel to make it. So Stu's going to talk to us a little bit about how these limited custom runs work.
Sure. Thanks, Sean. So there is probably a lot of misconception about Lionel's minimum quantities. And honestly, the best source to get information from about their minimum quantities is direct from Lionel themselves. But I'll tell you the current situation for minimum quantities, it all varies based on what production facility around the globe Lionel uses, because they use a lot of different production facilities. Every production facility has different requirements. So, for example, a Lionel Legacy locomotive has currently minimum quantity requirements of 40 units. And that's how many we actually made of this Norfolk Southern diesel. We made 40 of these. If you want a different style locomotive, like maybe something like a post-war traditional size GP7, GP9, that's made at a different production facility, and currently minimum quantities of that, about 250 units, maybe 300 units. It varies because it also is contingent upon the ultimate total production run that Lionel is doing for their own catalog versions, as well as the custom runs, because that's the other thing about custom runs. You have to piggyback your custom run of a locomotive onto when Lionel is doing their catalog versions. Meaning, if we wanted an SD40-2 tomorrow, the minimum quantity would not be 40. It's 40 when Lionel catalogs 6 or 8 different versions of their own paint schemes, and then we want to piggyback our custom run onto that. That's when you can get your minimum quantity of 40. So that's locomotives. It really varies by the facility. It varies by the style of locomotive, the facility that's making the items overseas. So freight cars is a whole nother different ballgame. Scale size rolling stock. Scale size rolling stock. That minimum quantity varies from 200 units to 300 units. Again, as long as you're piggybacking on a production run when Lionel is producing their own catalog versions. That's scale size rolling stock. Traditional size rolling stock, you really have 2 choices. Most of the traditional size rolling stock, and when I say traditional size rolling stock, I mean stuff that was produced based off of tooling from the post-war era. So post-war style flat cars, post-war style box cars, hoppers, tank cars. If it looks like it was from the post-war era, that style car, the minimum quantity on that is 500 units. But Lionel does offer something else. Lionel offers a made in the USA or a decorated in the USA option, and that has a minimum quantity of 100. Let me give you an example, Sean, of some of the differences between an item made overseas that has a 500 minimum quantity versus made in the USA or decorated in the USA that has 100 units minimum. So this boxcar, very reminiscent of a post-war style 64 car. Note the double metal door guides, top and bottom. Note the full rivet detail. So this car, a custom run, has a minimum order quantity of 500 units. But right below it, a very similar looking car. It's still the same 64 size, but most people would call it a 9700 series or a 9400 series because it's smooth sides, no rivets, one plastic door guide at the top, and the door guide on the bottom is molded in. So if you are willing to have a production, a custom run with smooth sides, plastic door guides, minimum quantity 100, and they decorate these at Lionel's facility in North Carolina. But if you really are a post-war purist and you want the full slate of features of double metal door guides and full rivet detail, that's going to come from an overseas factory, and the minimum quantity on that one is 500 units. So, Sean, it just goes to summarize that there is basically a different minimum order quantity for almost every single type of car they offer, and it changes every couple of years as different vendors and factories get involved making these. So again, that's just the status. We're November 2022. That's where things stand right now as far as minimum production quantities, but it changes every year or two.
All right, and one other question before we leave. So, the minimum runs for the locomotive, for example, is that only available for hobby shops or organizations, or could Dakman Productions come up to Lionel and say, hey, look, I want to make a special run of the SD40-2 if I got the rights from Hollywood to do the AVWR, which is the hero locomotive of Unstoppable. So let's just say I wanted to do 40 of those and offer it to people.
Sure.
And I got the okay to do this for trademarks, of course.
Right. So, as always, the best spot to get an answer for that would be from Lionel.
Okay.
But let me just give you, and I'll use an example in the current world. So typically, in the not so distant past, it would be hobby shops or clubs could get exclusive custom runs. But not so long ago, within the past year or so, there was another YouTuber that had a custom locomotive made for himself. So there is a precedent that Dakman, another YouTuber, could get a custom run locomotive. Funny that you use that locomotive as an example, because I will tell you, I went to Lionel to get that locomotive made. They said to me, Stu, you have to get the rights from the movie production company. So again, that's not as simple as it sounds. So I put that project aside and I moved on to other things. But yes, Sean, if you got the rights for that and you went to Lionel, I'm not speaking for them, but I think they would probably be happy to work with you on putting something together. But yes, it would require you to have the licensing agreement in hand.
Oh yeah.
That's always incumbent upon the club or the person or the dealer making the custom run. Lionel doesn't do the licensing for you. You have to get the licensing and bring it to Lionel that says they have permission to make that item for you. And that's the beginning of the conversation.
Okay. So, Stu, I hear that you're doing a custom run MTH Premier Conrail SD35 exclusive to Mecca. Is that true?
Yeah, so it is, and I guess this is kind of somewhat of a sneak peek, a new behind-the-scenes announcement, if you will. Yeah, I actually just earlier this week got from MTH the artwork for SD35 Conrail Blue. We're going to be doing that in 2 road numbers, very limited quantities of each. Artwork came in Monday, had a few minor tweaks on it, sent it back, got the final artwork on Tuesday, approved, got the green light from MTH. So where we go, again, that SD35 run is going to be tacked on to MTH's normal SD35s that they probably announced about a month ago. But our quantities are already in at MTH. The production is, in its infancy, dealing with purchase orders and whatnot. But that locomotive will be exclusively available on the Metka website, www.metka.org. Look for our store or our shop. It's not up there yet, but it will be up there within the next couple of weeks as soon as we get some virtual images. And that one will be coming out in 2023. The inspiration behind that is MTH, as many SD35s as they've ever done, they've never done a Conrail SD35. They didn't even announce a Conrail SD35 in this latest release, so I figured somebody's got to do it. That's where Metka stepped up to the plate and said, we'll do it. Nobody's ever done it in O-Gauge other than Atlas, but MTH has never done it. That's why we decided to do it as a custom run.
And how many of each road number are going to be available?
We're going to be doing 18 of each road number.
18?
That's it.
Are you serious?
Dead serious.
Wow.
Dead serious. Not a lot of quantity. If you go to our website, our web store, as I just mentioned, and look at our web store, we do a wide variety of stuff. Some people rather do few pieces and do a lot of volume of those few pieces. We're more about the variety. We like to do a wide variety of things, but low quantities of everything. So that's why we'll just do the minimum that they'll allow us to. And when we go through that, we're ready with some other projects in the background that I'm not ready to talk about just yet.
All right, that's fine. We'll catch you at another show when you are. And
Sounds good.
we'll catch you trackside.
See you trackside. Hey, everybody at Dakman Productions. Don't forget, down below, click like, click subscribe. Next to the subscribe, hit that little bell button. Oh, and by the way, if you don't like the video, that's okay. Next to the thumbs up like, there's a thumbs down dislike. It's okay to click that, but I'll tell you what, click that twice just to make sure. Thanks, everybody.
All right.
Or you want this out there?
I'm gonna take it outside. It's just too big.
Yeah. Just let me know. I mean, I'll put you on the list.
I'm letting you know.
Fine. One road number?
Doesn't matter which one.
And look at this. We got Sean's Train Depot ordering one already. One of those Conrail units.
18,
And
you're killing me. It's like, what do you mean? That'll be gone in like that.
yeah,
might be
exactly.
able to talk Conahay Rail into a unit too.
You're gonna get one, right?
Well, I don't know because I'm pretty much a Lionel guy, really.
Well, still,
I don't know.
you can still run it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll get you on DCS, right?
Yeah. Almost have to, right?
Yeah.
And so, what do you got today?
I actually picked up a set of floodlight towers, which Stu is holding back there for me, and I just picked up this Hellgate Bridge.
Yeah, very nice. You're doing pretty good with your standard gauge stuff.
Yeah.
Always enjoy your O gauge layout videos as well.
It's gonna get bigger. It's about to get bigger.
There you
There's a
go.
surprise coming, so stay tuned.
There you go. So Sean's Train Depot. Make sure you watch his channel. Got a surprise coming for us. Love his work as well. We'll catch you trackside.
All right, thanks.
Uh-huh.
show.
There you go.
Buy some trains from us. Come to Allentown today, tomorrow. Buy some trains. It's almost Christmas.
There you go.
Bring your kids back to what we used to do.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Yes.
you got that
Put the
right.
phones down. Watch this video on the phone. After that's done, throw it out and come here and buy some trains.
And what is your name?
My name's Ron.
And so yeah, come and see Ron out here selling some trains. Allentown. Are you normally here every year?
This is my third year, I think.
Third year?
Third year. Yeah, we're coming back in the spring too.
All right. So he'll be back in the spring for the spring fall meet as well.
Yes.
All right. So let's take a look and see what he's got.
You, sir. You know what? There you go.
It goes for about 40, but I'm going to do 30 bucks. It's heavy.
Do me for now. I have 2 of them boxed, have no inserts in the one.
I got the insert for that.
I don't dabble with them anymore. They're too much of a headache. Yeah, no, people don't want them really. They can make big money on them. A lot of big accessories kind of die.
Well, what I did was I picked up a set. This one was Dakman.
Hi.
How you doing here?
Good. How about you?
Okay. Things are going very well. You filming?
Oh yeah, we're filming.
Good. Anything you want is 5% off. Hey, you don't want much trains, do you?
No, if I see something I like, I'll go ahead and I'll get it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So we are here at Allentown with Tyler. Is that my pronouncing right?
My abbreviation for Eunuch.
Oh, okay. I did not know that. So you're on the MTH Buy and Sell group,
Yes.
Facebook group as well, right?
Yes.
All right. So you guys seen Tyler selling things on the Facebook group? He's here at Allentown. So what can you tell us about your business?
Started this with my father back in '08 when I was probably in middle school, and we've been growing ever since, and we've taken off, and look where we're at now, and I'm thankful for it, honestly, for all our customers and everybody who's helped us grow. And to the future, when we grow even more, who knows what will happen.
Yeah. And do you have a website you sell or just eBay?
We just do eBay under our eBay name MJU Trains.
Okay.
We always run sales, and we have coupons now that we've been sending to repeat buyers and also new time buyers.
Great, great. So that's good. And I was glad to meet you.
Glad to meet you too.
And check out MJU Trains on eBay and Tyler on the MTH Buy and Sell Trade Group on Facebook. And we'll catch you trackside.
Thank you.
Sure. So once again, had a great time at the Allentown train meet here, and it was a big surprise. So I was standing in line to get in at about 7:10ish, somewhere along the lines of that. The owner actually comes walking out of the door and says, "Hey, Dakman, come here." And I go inside, and he says, "Look, I got a VIP pass for you." So it was pretty cool to get that. Oh, sorry about that. It was very cool to get that. And so it was a great day for sure. Catching the trains in action, looking at the train show event, looking at the different tables, talking to the vendors, the interviews. So we'll catch you guys another time at another show.